Welcome back. You know, from time to time, I like to sample new products and see if it's worth adding to my survival stash. Today, we're serving up breakfast, and I got Readywise's Adventure Meals. We're gonna rehydrate these, try them, and see if they're any good. So stick around, and I'll see you over at the Underground Kitchen. All right, the kitchen is open. Today we're gonna be making some yummy deliciousness by making some breakfast. I got 3 products from Readywise. I have their strawberry granola crunch. I have their coconut blueberry multigrain, which I'm assuming is a cereal. I don't know, it could be oatmeal or something. And then I got their apple cinnamon cereal. Now everybody always says that, that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And while that's true, it's even more true when you're in a survival situation. You see, when you're in a survival situation, you don't know what demands are going to be placed on your body that day, and you don't know what energy you're going to need. So it's very important to build your survival collection with breakfast foods that start your day off right, foods that give you the nutritional value that you need, and more importantly, give you the calories. Because whatever you're eating for breakfast, that's got to carry you over throughout the day until you have your next meal. So let's take a closer look at the food products. Up first, we have Readywise's Strawberry Granola Crunch. This has a 25-year shelf life, and there are 2.5 servings per container. Each serving has 200 calories for a total of 510 calories for the whole package. Up next is Readywise's Coconut Blueberry Multigrain. This also has a 25-year shelf life, and there are 2.5 servings per container. Each serving is 190 calories for 480 calories total. And finally, we have the Apple Cinnamon Cereal. This also has a 25-year shelf life, and this has 2.5 servings per container. Each serving is 210 calories for 510 calories total. Now, one of the things that I notice is that these have 2.5 servings, so there's a half a serving. So you can really, if you're splitting this between 2 people, you can add a little bit more food and get a little bit more calories out of it. But the other thing that was interesting was this product and this product had 30 more calories than the one in the middle. And if all 3 products cost the same, you might as well opt for purchasing the one that gives you more calories. So with that said, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna break these open and we're gonna take a closer look and see what we have here. And we're gonna start with the Strawberry Granola Crunch. So I'm gonna start by opening this. If I can, oh my goodness, I can't even tear that. So we'll just leave that for the moment. And you can see there's a oxygen absorber in there, so we'll toss that to the side and kind of let you look in there, and you can kind of see how this looks. That's not an oxygen absorber down here. It's actually the bottom of the bag, but that's what it looks like. Let me grab a cutting board here, and we're going to pour some of this out here and take a look. And that way you guys can see this. So if you look up here, this shows you what the Strawberry Granola Crunch looks like. All right, up next, let's look at the Coconut Blueberry Multigrain. Let's see if that one tore off a lot easier. And we'll look inside, and you can see down in there, we'll remove our Cracker Jack prize. Oh, that's interesting. We got a different oxygen absorbers in these different packages, and I like how this one says do not microwave. So we're in a bad day event, make sure you don't microwave that. But you can kind of see in there and see what this looks like. And let me pull the cutting board and we'll set that there. And you can take a look at what the Coconut Blueberry Multigrain, I'm assuming this is a cereal, but it's got oats in it. It could be oatmeal. I can't wait to find out here. The package says that it's wholesome multigrain goodness with blueberries and coconut milk. So I really don't know if this is how this is going to cook up. So I think we're just got to make it and see. And then finally, we're going to look at the apple cinnamon cereal. And we will tear that open. Take a look. And there's our Cracker Jack prize. And we'll look in there, and this is what our cereal looks like. This kind of looks the same as the multi-grain that we just looked at. But let's put some of this out on a cutting board so you can see some of that. And then we will hold this up a little bit closer. And that right there is the apple cinnamon cereal. And then I thought it would be good to take all these products and put them side by side so you can see them. And we'll hold this under the camera here, and we'll hold this up a little bit. And right there is our strawberry granola crunch. Here's our coconut blueberry multigrain. And right here is our apple cinnamon cereal. So it all looks pretty good. So I'm going to get this cleaned up, and then we're going to sit there and we're going to make this and try it and see how it is. Hey everybody, real quick. If you like the content you're watching, click the like and subscribe button down below. It helps push our content out to other like-minded individuals. And remember, the more people we can push this out to and educate, the less people we're going to have to help when the bad day event happens. All right, let's get back to the show. All right, we got everything cleaned up, and we're going to go ahead and start making these. And when I read the instructions, this one, we're just going to be adding water to it, and it's pretty much stirred up and it's ready to go. It doesn't call for boiling water. It doesn't call for cold water. It just says add 3/4 cup of water. So we're going to do this here at the end, and we're going to turn our attention to these two, because for these two, we need to add boiling water. And I've had the water going here on the stove for a little bit, and so I'm going to go ahead and kill this so we don't burn the bunker down. And this first one, the coconut blueberry multigrain, calls for 2 cups of boiling water to be added. So I'm going to grab the measuring cup, and we're going to pour out 2 cups of boiling water, and then I'm going to pour this in. And this way you guys can kind of see it. And I'll hold that up and let you take a look. And the instructions call for us to stir this up. So I'm going to take a spoon and just sort of stir it up in there. Give it a nice good stir. And then we're going to seal this up and set this aside for, it says 12 to 15 minutes. Just to be fair, we're going to go the full 15 minutes with this. And then we're going to take this and we'll set this aside. And then our apple cinnamon cereal here. This only is calling for 3/4 cup of boiling water. So grab another measuring cup. And we'll fill this up and get this going. This also requires 12 to 15 minutes. So we'll pour that in. And then let me grab another spoon. And we'll stir this up. I had a friend that was watching our videos, and he made a comment that it's a little bit gross that I was stirring things with my fingers, so I made sure I had a spoon this time, just for this episode. You can see how that looks. And then we're going to seal this up, just like so, and then we'll set that aside. All right, we have one more product to make here, which is the strawberry granola crunch, and for this, we're just going to be adding some cold water to it. So I'm going to measure out 3/4 cup of water. I'll go ahead and let you look in here as we just add the cold water. I'll grab a spoon, and then we're just going to stir this up. And the instructions tell us on this that we're to stir until the powder is well dissolved. And then we're going to grab some bowls, and let's pour this out and take a closer look at what we have. So I'm going to pour out the strawberry cereal here. So this looks just like strawberry and milk. It's actually pretty good. Looks good. And then we'll pour out our coconut blueberry multigrain. Oh, this looks this smells good, guys. I wish you could smell this because this smells delicious. Get some more of that out. And then finally, we're gonna open up our apple cinnamon. You can take a look in there what that looks like. And oh, this looks more like oatmeal. This doesn't even look like cereal. That's interesting. You can kind of take a look there and see what that looks like. All right, it's time to sample these products. I'm going to start first with the strawberry crunch. And this looks really good. It smells good. The taste is okay. Taste is decent, but being just like lukewarm water, or that it's neither like cold or hot with the water, I think that it throws you. I think that could be better if you like heated up the water, or if you put ice cold water. I think you'd get a better outcome with that. I'm going to try the blueberry dish next. This smells really good. This one's a little bit bland. It tastes okay, but it's a lot of water in this, and it's just very bland. Not one of my favorites. And finally, I'm going to try the apple cinnamon cereal here. This one's really good. Warrants a second bite. Anyway, let's go to the scoreboard. All right, let's go to the scoreboard. For the Sunrise Strawberry Granola Crunch, I'm going to give it a 7. While the taste was pretty decent, the fact that the product was neither hot nor cold sort of threw my taste buds for a loop. I think it does warrant experimenting with this and seeing if we can make some temperature adjustments to the water if that improves the product slightly. And up next is the Daybreak Coconut Blueberry Multi-Grain Cereal. For this, I'm going to give it a 6. It was very bland and there was just too much water in the package. It also had less calories than the other two products. And finally, for the Apple Cinnamon Cereal, I'm going to give this an 8. While it was more like oatmeal versus cereal, the flavor was really good and it reminded me of store-bought apple cinnamon oatmeal. So that concludes our episode. Now I know a lot of you are thinking, Dennis, what would you do? Well, for me, I would personally add the apple cinnamon cereal because I really liked it and I thought it was really good. It was kind of like oatmeal in a way. The other two products, they weren't for me. But then again, they might be for your family, which is why I always tell people that you should try this food yourself, because the guy on the YouTube channel just might have different tastes than you. Until next time, the kitchen is closed.